Good afternoon to everyone. I am Nisha.
I'm Kritika. I'm Trishika. I'm Vibha.
Good afternoon. Now I am going to explain the introduction of the laser security alarm. Nowadays, people afford more safety. So, as the technology has also increased, people started to use these security system a lot. These security systems can be used anywhere. They can be used in offices, banks, homes. And olden days you could have seen that it was very cost expensive. But nowadays, as the technology has increased, the cost has decreased. So even a common person can afford it. The two main properties of the laser is that it can go to a longer distance continuously without any scattering. And the another most important point is that it can be visible only at the point of source and incident, otherwise it's invisible. So the laser is nothing but it is a coherent and a continuous straight line which has only one single color in it. So now I'm going to explain about the principle of this laser security alarm. The main principle is that we can see that the laser module is connected to the buzzer. So this laser is going to send a single source of beam, and these lights are going to get reflected and finally fall on the LDR. LDR is a very sensitive, light sensitive device. So when any intruder or when we start to block or entry a home or office, wherever you implemented this, what happens is the laser beam gets blocked here and hence it avoids the falling of the laser beam on the LDR. So what happens when the light doesn't fall on the LDR? It senses that it has not been able to receive the laser, and it directly sends the signal to these above components, and hence the buzzer starts ringing. This is the main principle of the system. Now I'm going to explain you about the objective of the system. The objective of the laser alarm security is that you can develop and you can also explain the working of this system. And the main purpose we have used this system is for the safety purpose, so that everyone can use it in their homes, office, against any robberies, thefts, or any other violations, or entry of an intruder, avoid anything can be done in this manner. So the objective is that this LDR when it doesn't this laser when it doesn't fall on the LDR, the output voltage gradually changes. This get signaled by the above components and hence the buzzer rings. And also we can get to know the efficiency of this laser system, the functioning of this laser system, and these are the properties which can be known by this system. Thank you.
Explain the components used to design the laser security alarm system. Here comes the Arduino Nano. This is buzzer. This is DC socket and the DC cable connected to the DC source, and the laser module and the LDR sensor. Here comes the Arduino Nano. It is a microcontroller in this laser security alarm system. It has an operating voltage of 5 volts, and it has the input voltage recommended is 7 to 12 volts. It has total 22 digital input output pins and 6 analog input pins. The flash memory of this Arduino Nano is 32 kilobytes, and SRAM of this is 2 kilobytes. It has a clock speed of 16 megahertz. It's the buzzer. It's an audio signaling device. It uses same alarm clocks, timers, etc. It has an operating voltage between 4 volts to 8 volts, and it provides an audio signal, audio output of 85 decibel. 85 decibel. It has internal device circuit with same structure. It is compact in size but cost effective. Comes the LDR sensor, that is light dependent resistive sensor. An LDR sensor is a component that has a variable resistance that depends on the light intensity that falls upon it. These are also called as photoresistors. It is very small, cheap and easily available. It gives an analog voltage when connected to the 5 volts DC. A photoresistor is made of a high resistance semiconductor. Laser module, that is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Laser module is a device that emits a single static laser beam of single or multiple wavelengths. The spatial coherence present in this laser module allows the laser beam to travel a long distance. It's a red laser module with wavelength of 650 nanometer and fine frequency of 4.61 into 10 power 14 hertz. It has various applications in many fields such as medicine, industry, research, etc. The other components used in these projects are connecting wires or jumper wires for connecting purposes, and the mirrors to reflect the laser light, and a box to fit the circuit design. The system keeps on transmitting the narrow beam of light through laser in the air. When the laser is blocked by an object, the interrupt is applied and the laser and the sensor does not work. The system keeps on transmitting the narrow beam of light through laser in the air. The transmitted light travels in the air, is continuously falling on the fixed object until the laser is blocked by an object. The beam of light on hitting the fixed object, that is mirrors, is back into the detector. The detector continuously accepts the beam of light falling on it after reflection. When the laser security system is idle with no one coming into the path of light beam, there will always be the same amount of light coming into the detector. Comes in the path of the light beam, the path of light gets disturbed and the amount of reflected light falling on the detector gets altered. On noticing the change in the falling of light, detector considers it as an intrusion attempt and activates the alarm until it generates the alarm. The alarm goes off. The alarm goes off with a loud sound to alert the intruder as well as the security personnel of the premises.
So now I'm going to explain about the advantages and disadvantages of a laser security alarm system. So if you are planning to buy a security alarm system, you have to make sure it's worth the investment. So with that, with respect to that, a laser security alarm system works at its best. When you turn back around and see back to 10 to 20 years ago, laser security alarm system, not basically laser, the security alarm system were only affordable by the rich people. But nowadays, mostly like the moderate people can also afford to the laser alarm security system because they are not so expensive, they are cheap. Like they are expensive but not as before as they were. So then when we're moving to the next advantages, you can easily install a laser security alarm system. You can there are many other security alarm system where you have to work, you need more people, you need more investment to install the basic system in your house, in your shops or any other places. So it's not in the case of laser alarm security system. You can actually easily, if something even happens to the system, you can yourself correct the system without calling, without dialing the emergency services. So then moving on to the next advantage is that, and also the laser security alarm system, it is environmental friendly. You don't have to, it doesn't harm the environment. You don't have to use carbon dioxide or tear gas, which are very harmful for the environment. Also, it causes global warming. And it's not in the case of laser alarm security system. They are not harming the environment as the other system does. And then when moving to the next advantage, the laser, the first thing when it comes to mind when we are talking about alarm system is that it protects people, and it protects us from burglars. But it's not the case. It is the common mistake we all do. The laser alarm security system also, they can be installed around the pools. If you have pools in your house, like it acts as a pool parameter. Like you'll get alerted when small kids, they go to the edge of the swimming pool, and you can install it around the pool and make sure your children or your old people or your dog or your pets are safe.
Then moving on to the next advantage, it is like when we think about the CC camera and all, they're very, that we can see them very very easily. Like if there is a CC camera in this particular room, it is very visible. It's not in the case of laser security system. In this laser alarm security system, these systems can be also placed in in trees, or it can be covered in other foliages. It's not like CC camera. They are not like rapidly visible for everyone. So then when moving to the next advantage, as they are not easily visible for people, they cannot be tampered very easily. You have seen in movies and films and all, if there is a CC camera, people try to destroy the CC camera and the evidences. It's not in the case of this alarm system. You can't easily tamper very easily because it is not visible very easily. So these are all about the advantages of laser security alarm system. And when we're talking about the disadvantages, it also has like very few disadvantages. The first disadvantages, if we want to speak about, is like they are expensive. Like they are affordable, but sometimes they become still more expensive. Like if there is a large area, you need more sensors and more lasers to make sure the area is well protected. So it's not always it's not always low cost. Sometimes for you, if you want to get a better advancement, you have to increase the budget. The next disadvantage is that this laser security alarm system mainly works if the laser is obstructed or something. So if the intruder has the ability to pass the security alarm system without obstructing it, this laser security alarm system is a total failure. So yeah, when we think about the disadvantages, only these two are the disadvantages we mostly get, because it has more advantages over disadvantages. So this is all about the advantages and disadvantages of laser security alarm system. Thank you.
Now I am here to conclude this project. This project, laser security alarm systems are high-tech technology which are used for the security purposes. As my friends are explained, if the person moves inside this block, the person triggers the LDR sensor. So it ends up with the making buzzer sound. So by this sound, the alarm authority or local law enforcement can control the crime or a theft or robbery which are happening. So the laser is a light amplification emission light amplification stimulated by emission radiation, and the LDR is a photoreactive resistor. So by using this both of it, we build a laser security alarm system. Laser security alarm system. By this we can control many thefts and many illegal activities which are happening nowadays. Which are happening nowadays. Which are happening by as, as the fast growing technology, we can improve this security system by applying infrared radiation or invisible laser security alarms or photo transducer to make a more sound and a secret camera to find a photo footage of this. This is all about our experiment. Thank you.